is Lexia Dacuycuy-Reyes, 20 years old, a senior high student and artist from Cateel, Davao Oriental. So basically, when it comes to my art, it really, as you can really tell by the display, it really emphasizes more on nature itself, and especially women. I think it's really obvious by the display. When it comes to my art mediums, I do a variety of mediums from watercolor, acrylic, markers, but basically I mostly specialize with acrylic paint. So basically, I grew up in a farm and I also grew up by the sea. My inspirations really comes from that. You can really tell by the signature, it's mostly like flowers and butterflies. That's basically the signature throughout my paintings. So basically, my first ever exhibit at Herencia was a workshop exhibit with the one and only Ma'am Joaquin. So I was able to display around 8 paintings and it was sold instantly, and it was such an overwhelming accomplishment. Right after that, I was able to have another second exhibit with actual professional artists, and that's where I displayed my Aliwawag Falls. I was so thankful that even if the day wasn't actually finished, someone already reserved that on the spot. This was actually the start of my breakthrough when it comes to being an artist, because if it wasn't for this, I think I wouldn't have gotten this far, basically, as an artist. I think basically in our society and in our culture, you would always think that, oh, art is just a hobby and you can't really seem to earn from it. So at least I was able to be like an example to younger artists that whatever the struggles you may encounter, just take time and eventually you'll get there. To be honest, actually, as a senior high student, I'm still figuring out things. Though I really want to pursue this as an actual career, I still wanted to explore new things. And one of my top lists basically is I also wanted to become a fashion designer, because at the age of 18, I actually had my first ever previous exhibit, 18 paintings for my 18th debut. Because of that moment during my exhibit, the guests were able actually to see my sketches come to life, because I basically wore my creation. So it's either I actually might pursue this as an actual career, or I'll just let future me decide whether she really wants to pursue this or become an actual fashion designer. I guess my hopes for Cateel in the future is more appreciation through art itself, because like I said, in this society, sometimes art is sometimes quite undervalued. The definition of living well here, I think, is basically being content, that you're not trying to impress anybody, but only to be proud of yourself, of what can you actually accomplish throughout this life of yours. The majority of my art is basically supported by all Cataleñas who are actually from abroad. So it was really such an overwhelming experience that they're really supportive, even from a small artist coming from like me. Take things slow, take time to explore new things and experience what works best for you. And besides, art is always not basically done in a rush, and it really takes patience and it really takes perseverance to get where you are. And especially like me, it took me a while to figure out what I really want to do, and this was basically the output and the outcome of it. So just keep going, that's all for me.